Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the PerfectFit Technologies Screen Shield. Now this is available for both the iPhone 4 and 4S, as well as the iPhone 5, in both anti-glare and ultra clear, as well as being available in both a front-only or front and back option. Now it starts at $19.95 and goes up to $34.95, depending upon which phone you have and whether you choose the front-only or front and back options. So we've seen a few of these applicator-style screen shields come along over the years. Let's see if the PerfectFit technology lives up to its claim of being super easy to install right now. So the first thing I want to do is show you what comes included in the packaging. There's nothing more than this right here. It's basically the applicator with one preloaded screen shield ready to go, a microfiber cloth, and a squeegee to smooth out any bubbles that might form. So I'm going to remove the bubble and get rid of the squeegee and the microfiber for right now. Hopefully we won't need that. As you can see, this is a plastic tray with a screen protector preloaded. Has two tabs. One says step 1, remove me. We're going to peel that away. Place the iPhone 4 inside, smooth it all out, and then lift it out of the tray. So the first step is going to be prepping the iPhone 4 to make sure it is totally free of any dust. So here is an iPhone 4. I'm going to use the included microfiber cloth just to brush away any dust that might be on my screen. Again, this type of applicator can do a great job of aligning the screen shield, but it can't help if there's dust on the screen. And obviously we want to make sure that we are completely dust free before we put the screen shield onto the phone, because anything that is on the screen will be trapped underneath when we go to install. Now that looks pretty good, pretty dust free. So I'm going to now grab the applicator and remove the green tab like so, exposing the screen shield. And then I'm going to grab my phone, hopefully without touching the screen, and place it into the applicator. One last look to make sure there's no dust, and there isn't. And I'm going to lay it in and kind of make sure it's all in the grooves like so, and then press down. And let's see how this works. So I'm going to press and hold for a couple seconds just to make sure it is fully adhered, and then we'll get to removing it from my phone. So that seems pretty good. I'm going to start at the top and slowly lift it off. One thing I have found in my testing with this product already is that the applicator likes to stick to the front of the screen shield, which is what's happening right now. But if you use a little bit of force, it kind of pops right off. So there it is. Of course, we're going to have some bubbles at first, not to be unexpected, and we're just going to smooth those out. You can either use the squeegee that came with it, or you can use your thumb. You can use the cloth. I use that as well. Basically, just smooth it out until you get all of the bubbles out of there. And again, if you were in fact dust free when you put this on, should end up with no bubbles on the screen at all. But let's take a second and smooth out everything before we remove the protective layer that's still on the device. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit like so. And last bubble by the home button, and that looks pretty good. So let's now do step 2, which is to remove the protective layer that is over the screen shield itself. And there are still some bubbles on there, but no big deal. I can again use the microfiber cloth to smooth them out like so. And I've installed a couple of these right now, and I have to say, without even showing you kind of the finished product, which we'll get to in a second, I'm very impressed with it. As long as, like I said, you don't have any dust on your screen, what you end up with is an absolutely flawless installation. I hope that comes out on camera just how perfect of a job I just did installing this. There's not a speck of dust underneath there, and that was, like I said, due to my pre-prep, but probably more importantly, the cutouts for this are just absolutely perfectly aligned. Hopefully you can make that out. If I turn on the phone itself, and this is my daughter's iPhone 4, you can see that the screen shields are of good quality. The screen looks real vibrant. You don't lose any of the vividness of your phone's display. And again, it's an absolutely perfect, flawless install that was really easy to do. I did it in a couple seconds, and again, hopefully you can make out just how great of an installation I just did with the PerfectFit. So the PerfectFit Technologies Screen Shield, this is a win in my book, guys. If you have trouble installing screen shields, this is something you're going to want to check out. Again, you have to make sure you're dust free, but most people can take care of that step. It's the alignment part that's probably the most difficult, and this product makes it a breeze to do. So the PerfectFit Technologies Screen Shield, available in a ton of configurations, from front only to front and back, from ultra clear to anti-glare, for iPhone 4 and 4S, iPhone 5, all of them available directly from the company's website, which I'll put a link to in the video description. As always, if you have any questions about what you saw here today, you know you can drop me a line. Otherwise, have a great day.